All right, hello fourth graders. Hi. All right, so it's writing time and we are using Writing by Design. Can you remind me what genre we're working on?
Classification.
Good, classification. So here's our genre chart. On the genre chart we have different components here, but a genre is a type of writing, right? Okay, so the type of writing we're doing is classification. You've classified your information into groups, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in your groups, we're going to make sure that we have all of these aspects. So if you have it in your paper, say, I've got it. Okay, so here we go. Have you done engages the reader?
Got it.
Good. How about has one clear topic?
Got it.
Okay, how about categorizes information with headings?
Got it.
Got it. Develops topic with facts, definitions, details, quotations, and examples.
Got it.
Uses academic language.
Got it.
Yeah, we did that yesterday, right? And shows an awareness of audience.
Got it.
Good. We attach that to academic language. How about uses transitions and varies sentence beginnings?
Got it.
Good. Got it? Are you sure? Okay, that's something that we're going to work on today, okay? So let me highlight it here with my highlighter tape. Uses transitions and varies sentence beginnings, okay? So something that good writers do, you know what they do? When they're not writing, they're thinking about their writing. Like even when you're maybe eating dinner and an idea pops into your head, oh, I could put that in my writing. Or maybe you're about to fall asleep at night. And you're like, oh, wait, I want to add that to my writing. Does anyone do that? Awesome. Good authors. Good, because that's what you'll do. That's what you should do. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to look at your paper and see, okay, do I want to change anything here? Okay, so go ahead and look at your paper, and I'll give you a few minutes. If you'd like to change anything, make those changes now. Okay. Did anyone make any changes? You just show me by raising your hand. Good, good. Okay, so these are revisions that are good to make. All right, so here we go. Are you ready for transitions?
Yes.
Okay, so where are transitions on our 6 traits chart? Look, you can look in your binder and see your 6 traits charts in your binder, or you can look up on the posters up here. Did anyone find transitions on there?
Yes.
Yes? All right. Call it out. What 6th trait?
Sentence fluency.
Sentence fluency. That's correct. Okay, I have a knock-knock joke. Okay? Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Sentence fluency.
Sentence fluency who?
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Sentence fluency.
Sentence fluency who?
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Sentence fluency.
Sentence fluency who?
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad I didn't say sentence fluency again. Okay, so that's the way you can remember it, okay? Sentence fluency is orange, okay? And up here we have transitions, and let's make transitions. There's 2 areas, so let's get our notes out. Get your source books out, or your notes. And what section are we going to turn to? Sentence fluency. Check your partner, make sure they are there. All right. Okay, so in your notes for sentence fluency, what word do you think we're going to add? Everyone? Transitions. Good. Okay, so let's write transitions right there. T-er-at-ns. Transitions. You can underline it. We'll give it a definition. Okay, these are words or phrases that help tie ideas together. Got it? Check your partner, make sure they have it. Okay, ready? Let's read it together. Ready, go, go. Transitions.
Words or phrases that help tie ideas together.
Good. Okay, have you ever read something that sounds really choppy? Like all the sentences start with the, you know, or it starts with I. And it sounds very choppy, right? Well, we want our writing to flow. If you can imagine like a river just flowing down, it's not like it just stops at a rock, stop, and then the next rock it jumps and it stops. Okay, it's flowing, okay? So we want our writing to flow. And to do that, we're going to use, there's two ways. One, our words, starting with different words, our sentences, and two, to tie our paragraphs together, okay? So let me give you a couple of, so we can say our ideas together, and let's put between sentences, and paragraphs. Okay? Words or phrases that help tie ideas together between sentences and paragraphs. So let's get some examples. You could start a sentence instead of the or I, you could say although. For example, although rock climbing can be very fun, it's very dangerous too. Okay, although. Another one you could write is while. For example, while sandcastle building looks easy, it requires skill and technique. Okay. Another one you could use is, how about consequently? Consequently. Consequently is kind of like as a result. So consequently, bad technique can result in injury. Okay, another one is for this reason. For this reason. So for this reason, it is important to wear safety goggles. Maybe some of you have this one already. For example, does anyone have that in theirs? You could give some examples. For example, some things you would need are, and you could list the things. Okay? All right. Now, let's try this. Let's put in some of these words. See if you can look at my sample here. Here is my draft. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Okay. So, here is one of my sentences. I talk about the cake. That is my heading. And my sentence is, the cake provides the structure for the topping. Beginning bakers usually choose to make the cake batter from a pre-made mix. You can buy pre-made mixes in the store. So it sounds a little bit choppy. Do you agree? Yeah, okay. So what I could use is maybe a word, how about right in here, I could say maybe fortunately, you can buy pre-made mixes in the store. So I'm just going to add that, fortunately, okay? All right. Look how I use this word, although not extensive, you can find a few different flavors of cake. So here's a different way you could start yours, okay? So I want you to look at your paper and see if you can change at least one sentence to start with a different word. Maybe you can move it around or change at least one sentence. All right, class. I saw some good work while I was walking around. I saw some crossing out, some carrots, getting some good revisions in there. Do I have a brave soul who can come up and put the paper under the dot cam? Yep. All right. Do you want me to read it or would you like to read it? I read it? Okay. Follow along as I read. Okay. So she had, before you go rock climbing, you need special equipment like chalk, shoes, rope, a helmet, and clips. So she added some more words and she put, before you go rock climbing, it is especially important that you have special equipment, period. For example, chalk, shoes, rope, a helmet, and clips. Very good. I like how you added, it is especially important, because that adds emphasis, okay? But we don't quite have a complete sentence here, okay? So it says, for example, chalk, shoes, rope, a helmet, and clips. How could we make that into a complete sentence, you think? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For example, you need chalk, shoes, rope, a helmet, and clips.
Excellent. So it'll be, for example, comma, you need. So you can write you need. Perfect. Do I have another brave soul who wants to come up and share? Yes, right here. Okay, do you want to read it or you want me to? Okay. All right, so he said, game design is fun because you get to make the rules, draw, or you can make money. And he added the word also. Okay, right there. Good job. Give him a hand, Riley. Good job. Okay, I'll take one more. All right, right over here. Okay. So are you getting some ideas from your classmates? Getting some ideas to add, some transitions. Okay. Do you want to read it or you want me to?
I want to read it.
Okay, go ahead.
But on the other hand,
Wait, can you point so we can follow along?
but
Okay.
on the other hand, the little bracelet helps protect and have safety.
Good. Excellent. You're adding more specific and you're making your sentences longer. And that's another technique with sentence fluency is not having just small sentences all the time. You can make them long, you can make them short. Okay, good job. High five. Give her a hand. Okay. So let me show you another type. So that, remember how we said that transitions tie ideas between sentences and paragraphs. Okay, so let me get my rough draft and I'll show you here. Okay, so my introduction, it has my thesis statement at the end, right? Raise your hand if your introduction has a thesis statement. Very good. Okay, so transitioning from your thesis statement into the next is where you could provide a transition, okay? Or you could go from the next paragraph. Let me show you how I changed mine. Okay. Let's look at the cake and then the topping. So I'm going to read you the sentence here. It says, any way you make it, a baker always needs to follow a recipe carefully to build a strong, flavorful base for the cupcake. Then I go into my next paragraph. The topping of a cupcake includes the frosting. Okay, can you see how that was choppy? Because I just talked about the cake and now I'm just talking about the frosting, right? So to help transition that, I could add a sentence to the previous paragraph. Let me zoom in here. And so I could say something like, while the base of the cupcake is important, it's really the frosting that catches a person's eye. Okay, so I'll write that in there. I'm going to use orange, since orange is for what? Good. Okay, so here we go. While the base is important, so I'm talking about the base, and I'm going to tie it into the next. It is the frosting that catches a person's eye. So I'm kind of leading that reader into the next paragraph. So now we're going to talk about topping, okay? I could add another sentence here to maybe tie that in even more. I could say the topping is the most important part. How about that? The topping of a cupcake includes. Now, doesn't that sound better?
Yes.
Do you agree? Okay, so I'll read the whole thing. Any way you make it, a baker always needs to follow a recipe carefully to build a strong, flavorful base for the cupcake. While the base is important, it is the frosting that catches a person's eye. The topping is the most important part. The topping of a cupcake includes the frosting and any other sauces. All right, so what I want to see you do is tie two paragraphs together by kind of introducing the next topic a little bit, okay? Or you can work with the first sentence of the paragraph and maybe say another important thing. Just try to tie it in so it flows like a river, okay? All right. Okay, class, can I see a show of hands? How many made a transition between two paragraphs? Okay, good job. Okay, and those who didn't, maybe you'll get some ideas from your classmates. So can I get a few volunteers to come up? Okay, let's see, I'll start with you first, and then we'll go with you. Okay, so what do you have?
There is many beautiful spots, but some are dangerous.
Ah, okay. So, and where are you going to put that? At the end of that paragraph. Okay. So does this paragraph talk about the dangers?
No, but
it talks about the beautiful spots. Okay. This talks about the beautiful spots, and this paragraph talks about the dangers. Beautiful. I'm so impressed. That gives me goosebumps. Okay, so she connected the two paragraphs. Can you read your sentence again one more time?
There is many beautiful spots, but some are dangerous.
Good, and the only thing I would change is to are. So there are many beautiful spots. Beautiful. Give her a hand. Okay. Okay, so now let's get the rubric out. Do you have your rubrics? And let's see how you're doing. Let me have someone read the for. What would be a for here?
Transitions and varied sentences beginnings create fluid writing within and across paragraphs.
Good. I think the key word there would be fluid. Can you underline that? Fluid. Someone read what would be a 3. What would be a 3 there? Yes.
Use transitions to connect ideas on varied sentences beginnings.
So they use transitions, okay, but it doesn't sound fluid, right? Okay, and what would be a 2? Yes, right here.
Uses minimal transitions and varied sentences beginnings.
Good. What does minimal mean? Minimal. Oh, I have a lot of things. Yes, right here. What is minimal?
Like a minimum of what you have?
Mm-hmm. So would that be a lot or a little?
Little bit.
Little, okay. So do we want minimal transitions?
No.
No, okay. And someone read 1 for us. Yes, right here.
Does not use transition words or very sentence beginning.
Okay, and we don't want that, okay? So can you quickly just assess your own paper where you think you would be, a 4, 3, 2, or 1? Okay. All right. Can I see a show of hands? How many think they got a 4? Okay, good job. Okay. And the rest of you, this will be homework. Okay, so you're going to take this home and you're going to add what? Transitions. I just want to assess your understanding of transitions. Okay. How many would say, yes, I got it. I know what transitions are. 2, I'm not quite sure. 1, I really don't know what transitions are. Can you show me where you are so I can kind of see? Oh, awesome. I see a lot of 3s. Good job. Okay. So that gives me confidence in knowing when you go home tonight, since you know what transitions are, you can apply it to your paper. All right. Okay. All right, so we are done with writing. Can you go ahead and close things up and get ready for the next class?